There are two ways to build a business. One of them is a complete lie, and one of them really works. And as the honest entrepreneur, I'm going to go through both those methods. This is the Honest Entrepreneur series. My name is Kamal, the founder of Blinker, and your host. Well, not sure if I'm a host because I'm not really interviewing anyone. I'm just saying some things about entrepreneurship. And on this one, I'm going to look at there's two ways of building a business. Method A is the one where you chase users. So you do anything for user growth. You grow to 1 million users, but generate zero revenue. Method B is the one where you have like 100 users, but each of those 100 users is generating you revenue. And let me tell you something, having 1 million users and not generating revenue is actually really going to hurt you. Let's break this down. Let's look at method A, right? Growth or users at all costs. You wake up one morning, you're like, bro, you've got 100,000 users that signed on just this morning. And someone asks, well, how much money did you make for them? We're not worried about money right now. We'll monetize them later. To be honest, I sound a little bit like that with Blinker, right? And what that basically means is, and this is very, very true, is that I'm losing money every day running this business. And the true definition of business is making money. And the way, even though I'm doing it right now, is that I'm losing money every day. Now, let's look at the other side of it. Let's look at the entrepreneur who's built a business and he's got 500 customers, and each of those 500 customers is generating $1,000 in revenue, right? So 500 times 1,000 is 500,000. So he's actually got something where people are paying for, not a complicated wrapper that I've done that people are complaining about whether it's dark mode or not, or whether this button is in the right place. Can you see very, very quickly there the difference between doing it for 1 million people and not having any revenue versus people who are generating revenue for this different amounts? Now, do I 100% agree with this? Or not even if I 100% agree with it. Is there a certain level where I feel there's a mix? I believe there is, right? I believe very early on, especially at the stage that I'm at with Blinker, is that although we're growing, now I'm generating just users and I'm just focusing on the users. Very much in my mind is how early or how quickly can I monetize these users? And I'm putting the steps in place to monetize them. I haven't not got a plan, if that makes sense. I haven't not got a plan to monetize. I just haven't done it yet. And I have to do it, right? And I have to do it quickly. It's been 6 weeks now. We're looking at it very, very closely, and we're trying to figure out how we can generate revenue from that, right? In my old business, Verity, which was the debit card for kids, we were generating revenue early, but it wasn't enough, and we didn't do enough about it early enough. We left it too long to the point where we run out of cash, and we couldn't save the business because we hadn't monetized enough quick enough. And investors looked at us when we needed the cash and said, hang on a minute, your cost of acquiring a customer is not enough to what they're generating. So you're losing money every time you acquire a customer, which is not a business that we need to invest in right now, as beautiful as the business was. So the ideal situation is having a hybrid model, one that's growing extremely fast with users, but starting to monetize those users very, very early on. Do not leave monetization too late because it will crush you. It will crush your business. Think about it very early on. Get your first users, 10,000 users on there for free. No problem. But figure out what they can do to monetize it. Try new things. Try different things. I'm going through that right now with Blinker, right? We're up to 5,000 users. I'm not throwing in monetization yet, but I will do soon shortly. Now, how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it like X does with the blue tick button? Pay $2 a month for subscription. You don't think that's much, but when you have 50,000 users at $2 a month, that's $100,000 a month coming in revenue. If you've got a small team, that's a lot of money. Or do I do it another way where I look adding on services that cost a bit of money? We're building a coin system already. We're in fact actually building the coin system. It's just not live yet. So at the moment, I'm losing money every day running Blinker, but very much in my mind, I'm not going to make the same mistakes before. I'm going to think about monetization. I'm going to think about how I get there quickly. and I'm building it. And Mayor and the CTO team that I use are building that as well. So to summarize it, and as I said, you need to build a hybrid model where you are initially looking at the users, but monetization is coming, and it's in your mind. Do not leave that too long. Look at the numbers, because if you are going to go to VCs or investors later, we're no longer in 2012 to 2020 where it's just about user count. It is now very much about how much revenue you're generating per user. So it's the revenue per user, ARPU. And that's what they look at, as well as the growth and the interaction on the app. But that's what they look at. So keep that in mind. And the honest entrepreneur, keep this as lesson number one. That is lesson number one, and one of the most important lessons when building a business to look at that. All right. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Click like, click subscribe, click share on YouTube. Really appreciate all of your support. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.